one of those deals where you call me and say, my president. I have to tell you that any conversation we ever started together where he starts by saying, my president, the rest of the conversation is he's going to ask me to do something that I will wind up doing, whether I want to do it or not.
When Mandela was only 9, his father died. He was taken to live with his uncle, the ruler of the Tembu tribe, who became his guardian. Mandela first learnt about leadership, sitting under a tree listening as the elders reminisced.
The way they told me about the old stories of bravery amongst our people, you know, I wished I had lived during those days. And they really inspired me. I have retired, but if there is anything that would kill me, is to wake up in the morning not knowing what to do. The only thing that keeps me going is the fact that I have a program. That is one thing that keeps me alive, and to stop thinking about all my problems.
The routine he's following, I think, comes from the disciplined way in which he lived for 27 years. He gets up every morning, he does his exercises, he showers, he has breakfast, and the specific things that he eats to make sure that he's got a balanced diet. He won't grab a sandwich like we would do. You cannot, after 27 years, change your routine. I really think, you know, that's something that just comes with a disciplined mindset that was forced upon him in prison. If you look at how he folds newspapers and how particular he is about his things and the order in which things are placed, you know, I think that really comes from spending a lot of time in a small space. Sometimes in certain situations he almost seems to be a bit formal and distance himself from a situation, but he's not like that at all. His personality, I mean, he'll really break up an atmosphere with one word. He's got an incredible sense of humor.
Yes? How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I see. How long did it take you to propose to him? Please sit down.
In a small office in downtown Johannesburg, Mandela and his fellow ANC activist, Oliver Tambo, went into partnership. The first black law firm in South Africa. George Bezos watched Mandela in action.
What I liked about him was his self-confidence, the assurance with which he appeared for his clients in court at a time when white witnesses, and particularly white women, considered it somewhat insulting to answer the searching questions of a black man. He would stand up and unapologetically continue with the cross-examination, oblivious of the discomfort that he caused by his presence.
I had was one which was disciplined, which was not aimed against whites as such, but against oppression.
The defendants knew that if the case against them was proved, they faced the death penalty.
I said to our chaps, we are going to die in any case. Let's disappear under a cloud of glory. Let's show them that we can use their platform to fight them.
Facing the gallows, Mandela turned the courtroom into a political platform with a dramatic speech from the dock.
The idea of a democratic and free society, it is an idea for which I hope to live for and to see realized. But my Lord, if it needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die.
Mandela, always defiant, knew better than to let them push him around.
If you obey them and carrying out humiliating things, that will remain with you throughout your stay in prison. It is better to take a stand right from the beginning. That you are a demigod worried me, because people then would want higher standards from me, especially when I came out. I wanted to be regarded just like an ordinary human being with virtues and vices.
Usually in the past, when people have been slaughtered or oppressed or discriminated against or crushed, either you had something like Nuremberg, or you had vengeance and retaliation, or nobody ever got even, they just got away with it. This was a whole different approach.
What kind of man, listening to those moans and cries and groans, and taking each of those people very near to their deaths, what kind of man is that? Not only you have asked me that question.
If we don't forgive them, then that feeling of bitterness and revenge will be there. And we are saying, let us forget the past. Let's concern ourselves with the present and the future. But to say the atrocities of the past will never be allowed. I'm now in my 85th year, and I must be satisfied with my life as it is.
Do you have regrets?
No.
Mandela often jokes about the day when he'll retire from his retirement, but it's still a long way off. There's no peace for a living legend.
You must not disturb my hair. I took an hour combing it.